Les femmes de l'association Everest ont ce 7 décembre 2024 procédé à la rétrocession des dons au service de la maternité de l'hôpital de district d'Obala. Elles étaient 27 au total, mères et enfants, qui ont reçu des mains de ces femmes des dons comportant des vêtements, des couches jetables, savons et autres produits de base. Des dons rendus possibles grâce au geste de la bienfaitrice Ngalini Alice et des femmes de l'association Everest. Elles ont donné du sourire à ces mamans à cette période de célébration de Noël. C'est à travers des cris que les bénéficiaires ont exprimé leur gratitude. Au nom du directeur de l'hôpital, la surveillante générale a exprimé sa gratitude envers l'association Everest.
À ce geste, parce que c'est un geste un élan de cœur que vous avez eu à l'endroit des tout petits. Vraiment, nous vous disons grandement merci. Nous avons compris que les gens pensent à nous. Everest a pensé à nous et ça nous fait plaisir.
Donner le sourire aux enfants à cette période de fête était l'un des objectifs d'Everest.
Madame Ngalini Alice nous a fait un don de vêtements et nous avons tenu à rétrocéder ça à l'hôpital d'Obala. C'est un choix subjectif parce que je ne peux pas véritablement vous donner des raisons. On a choisi Obala, comme il y a quelques mois, nous avons choisi l'hôpital général. C'est ça, nous sommes camerounaises et le reste est appelé à être partout. Aujourd'hui, nous sommes dans la Légier, peut-être demain, nous serons du côté du nord, à l'ouest, dans le littoral. La motivation est très simple. Déjà, nous clôturons aujourd'hui avec cette activité notre plan d'action 2024. 2024 a été une année vraiment fructueuse et pleine d'émotions à Everest.
Cet événement a été l'occasion pour les femmes de conclure leur activité sociale annuelle en beauté pour l'année 2024 et de se projeter en 2025. Elles souhaitent avoir un impact sur autant de vies que possible.
A person with a disability is someone who has a physical or mental impairment that significantly limits their ability to participate in major life activities. With this definition, persons with albinism come to mind. In a chat with Sister Speak 237, disability rights advocate Melissa Longla opens up on the question of albinism being a disability. She begins by contextualizing disability.
When a person's condition limits them from a life major activity, it is considered a disability. Persons with albinism can live a normal and healthy life like everyone else. But then again, they face a lot of limitations. As you know, the condition is characterized by extreme low vision and extra sensitivity of the skin to the sun. This has led to a limited life for persons with albinism. They often suffer from stigma, social stigma, discrimination that can sometimes affect their education, their school life, and even work life.
Extrapolating from certain explanations, Melissa Longla conclusively sees albinism as a disability.
When a person's vision is so bad that it cannot be corrected to get beyond a 20/200, that person is considered legally blind. Persons with albinism fall under this category. This makes persons with albinism to be considered legally blind and are therefore considered as persons with disabilities.
In a bid to amplify the leadership of persons with disabilities for an inclusive and sustainable future, Melissa Longla has a call to make.
This is my personal call for persons with albinism and persons with disability as a whole to not be limited by society's expectations. Don't let society define you. Join the rest of the world and be at tables where decisions that affect you are made.
Experts say every disability has three main accommodation strategies, namely medication, therapy, and education. Spiritual, traditional, or other forms could also be considered.
C'est sous le thème Nos droits, notre avenir maintenant que se commémore ce 10 décembre 2024 la Journée mondiale des droits de l'homme. Elle a été actée un 10 décembre 1948 à Paris en France par les 58 États membres de l'Assemblée générale des Nations unies. Ceci après les atrocités de la Deuxième Guerre mondiale. Pour ceux qui ne le savent pas, la Déclaration universelle des droits de l'homme est un document de droit inaliénable de tous les êtres humains sans distinction de race, de couleur, de sexe, de langue, de religion, d'origine sociale, de fortune et bien d'autres. Ainsi, tout être humain a des droits fondamentaux, le droit à la vie, l'alimentation, l'éducation, la santé, le travail et la liberté. Au Cameroun, le Comité national des droits de l'homme et des libertés, CNDHL, est l'institution en charge de la protection des droits de l'homme dans le pays, et ce, depuis 1990.
Corruption could be one of the biggest tragedies of mankind for the simple reason that it is ongoing and extremely difficult to combat, forcing the poor into ever more hopeless condition, while the selected few in power get ever richer and more powerful. International Anti-Corruption Day calls out the need for the better checks and balances and accountability, promoting trustworthy actions in the governments, business and all organizations around the world. As Cameroonians joined the rest of the world yesterday to celebrate the International Day of Anti-Corruption, Madame Irene Che, the head of Division for Prevention and Commission of National Anti-Corruption Commission, CONAC, revealed that the educational sector in Cameroon remains the highest sector where corruption is practiced. If the educational sector is one of the most corrupt places, how does it happen? According to her, educational authorities in primary sector extort parents for undue payments, including inflicted examination charges, the mismanagement of funds that are meant for the functioning of schools. While in the secondary sector, acts of corruption exist during the enrollment of students and investment of PTA fees. On the side of the students with the help of their parents, there is age manipulation and the exchange of sex for marks. And on the side of the teachers, absenteeism considered by CONAC as corruption is common. In higher education, the main acts of corruption are the falsification of marks through sales, purchase of marks, manipulation by administrative staff, examination malpractices, and the traffic of certificates. The head of Division for Prevention and Communication of National Anti-Corruption Commission, CONAC, advised that people should always call the 1517 number to denounce any form of corruption that is eating deep into Cameroonians' bone marrows like coronavirus and malaria.
The Minister of Territorial Administration, Atanganji Paul, received in audience this Monday, December 9, 2024, the Ambassador of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia to Cameroon, His Excellency Ibrahim Ahmed Al-Ghamedi. The Minat boss and its host had discussions relating to the Hajj 2025. The Saudi Arabia diplomat presented to Minat a Roshan, a traditional piece of Islamic and Indian architecture dating back several centuries. Prior to this visit, Minister Atanganji chaired the 35th session of the National Hajj Commission in Yaoundé recently. The aim of the event was centered on the evaluation of Hajj 2024 and preparations for Hajj 2025. Attendees of this session were the Ambassador of the Republic of Cameroon to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Iya Tijani, the Deputy Secretary General of the Presidency, Muhammadu Mustafa, and other key stakeholders. It is worth noting that next year 2025, Hajj is expected to take place between June 4 and 9 in the Gregorian calendar, depending on the sighting of the moon.